Everybody, it's DrSamRobbins. I made a really detailed video about today's topic, which is cancer. It's really important because I think I know, and we all know someone who's gotten cancer, let alone have died of cancer. And there's so many different types of cancers. There's, the breast cancer and the prostate cancer and the lung cancer. And I know people have got bone cancer. I know young people and older people. So today I'm going to talk about the top 7 deadliest cancers. I'll start with the least deadly, and then the 7th one will be the most deadly of all at the end of the video. And I'm talking about the different foods for each specific cancer that you can eat or should consider eating that will help reduce the risk or help you avoid and basically, quote unquote, kill cancer. And then at the end, I'll talk about just the foods that all the different cancers have in common. So you can either go to focus on the specific cancer that you're dealing with or might be dealing with, or a family history in your gene that you're dealing with, or just at the end, I've just made it simple. I've summarized that basically the each of the foods that all the cancers have in common, the 7 best of the best of the best.
Now, almost everyone knows someone who has had cancer or maybe even died from it. I've had stomach cancer in my family from my grandfather, lung cancer from an uncle, prostate cancer from an uncle, breast cancer. I mean, you name it, there's been some kind of cancer in some family member. Now, the unfortunate part is that there are just so many types of cancers to be concerned about. However, today I'm going to reveal the top 7 cancers and the best cancer-fighting foods to eat for that specific cancer. I'll then summarize the top 7 best foods that will fight all the top cancers. So you can either focus on the cancer you're concerned about or have a family history for, or just wait till the end and eat the top 7 foods and help fight almost all the cancers. So right now I'm going to start with the least deadly cancer and then end with the number 1 deadliest cancer. So we're going to start with prostate cancer, which is one of the least deadly cancers. And that could be because it only affects men, not, the entire society, which means half the women don't get it. But it is a top cancer risk for men. And typically it's older men over the age of 50. Now, hormones play a big role here, more specifically having low testosterone. Yes, low testosterone, but having high DHT and estrogen. Both of those proliferate cancer cells. Now, the positive with cancer is that there's early detection and screening. Prostate cancer is frequently detected with early PSA, prostate-specific antigen screenings and blood tests, and early detection generally leads to an effective treatment option. The other benefit is that it's slow progression. Many types of prostate cancers, the cells grow slowly, so it's not as aggressive as other cancers. Another benefit, it's got a high survival rate. Prostate cancer generally has a 5-year survival rate around 98% for localized cases because it's often confined just to the prostate. Now, treatment options such as surgery, radiation, and hormone therapy are also quite effective in most cases. And also, there's the age factor. While it's common in older men, prostate cancer often progresses so slowly that many men live with the disease without it becoming life-threatening, particularly when diagnosed at a later age. And this has happened actually with 2 of my uncles. They've had prostate cancer for years and they're still living and they're still doing well. And I put links to specific prostate cancer reduction videos below in the description area if you want more details about prostate cancer. Now let's talk about the best foods to fight prostate cancer. Tomatoes are one of them because they're high in lycopene, which is an antioxidant linked to lower risk of prostate cancer. Also cooking, which is found in tomatoes, right? But cooking tomatoes in a little bit of olive oil actually increases the lycopene absorption. Another food is green tea, and that's because it contains EGCG, which may inhibit prostate cancer cell growth and prevent tumor blood vessel formation. Pumpkin seeds are great because they're rich in zinc, which supports prostate health, and phytosterols, which may help reduce prostate enlargement. Pomegranates are great because they contain antioxidants like allergic acid, which may slow the growth of prostate cancer cells. And finally, cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli and cauliflower. And that's because they contain sulforaphane, which helps inhibit cancer cell growth in the prostate. Now, the next cancer we want to talk about is pancreatic cancer. And this is the cancer Steve Jobs died from. Now, your pancreas secretes the hormone insulin, which helps lower blood sugar. Now, the problem with pancreatic cancer is that it has a poor prognosis and is often diagnosed in the late stages when it's much harder to fight. Now, foods for prostate cancer are, again, cruciferous vegetables, again, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. And that's because, as I said earlier, they contain sulforaphane, which is a compound that reduces inflammation and helps neutralize cancer-causing agents. These vegetables also support liver detox, which is crucial, reducing loads of carcinogens in your pancreas. Another one are leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, and chard. That's because they're rich in chlorophyll, fiber, and antioxidants like beta-carotene, which may protect the cells from DNA damage and reduce oxidative stress associated with pancreatic cancer cells. And other foods are berries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. And that's because they're high in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the pancreas. Now, these compounds have been linked to reduce risk of several cancers, including the pancreatic cancer. Another food is turmeric. Why? Because it contains curcumin. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory compound that helps reduce slow cancer cell growth. Research suggests curcumin can inhibit cancer-promoting enzymes in the pancreas, reducing the chance of cancer progression. Another food is garlic. We've all heard about it, and that's because garlic contains sulfur compounds that help support detoxification and boost the immune response. Garlic may also lower inflammation, which is, again, another big problem associated with the risk of digestive cancers, including pancreatic cancer. Fatty fish, and such as salmon and sardines, because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory, again, which is very important. Tomatoes, again, like the prostate, it contains lycopene, an antioxidant, shown to reduce cancer cell proliferation. Lycopene in the tomatoes may also reduce inflammation in the pancreatic tissue and protect cells from free radical damage. And then also another big type of foods are fiber. All right. Foods high in fiber, such as whole grains, legumes, and vegetables, help regulate blood sugar levels, reducing the strain on the pancreas. Fiber also promotes digestive health and may lower the risk of pancreatic cancer by supporting a balanced microbiome, which is super important. Now, an important part about pancreatic cancer is, again, managing your blood sugar levels. All right. So I put links to videos and articles below in the description area, specifically about the best natural ways to lower blood sugar. So take a look after this video. The next big cancer is breast cancer, which I'm sure most everyone has heard of. Breast cancer is the most common cause of cancer death in women globally. By the way, men can also get breast cancer from having too high of estrogen levels. Now, breast cancer can be aggressive, which is the bad part. Now, one benefit to breast cancer is that we have a lot more early detection for breast cancer than other forms of cancer, which is great news because there's so much more awareness for breast cancer prevention, which is great. Remember, the earlier you catch or detect cancer, the better the odds that you'll fight it and win. Risk factors are genetics, obviously, but also hormonal exposure and lifestyle. Now, the best foods for breast cancer, soy foods such as tofu and tempeh and edamame. It's because they contain isoflavones, which have a mild estrogen-like effect that may help reduce the risk of hormone-related breast cancers. Flax seeds, that's because they're high in lignans, which can help modulate estrogen levels and have shown to have protective effects against breast cancer. Berries, again, another favorite food, blueberries, blackberries, and that's because they contain antioxidants and fiber, which protect the cells and may reduce spread of cancer cells. Again, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Again, that's because they contain a compound called indole-3 carbinol, which helps support also healthy estrogen metabolism. And finally, fatty fish, once again, because of the omega-3 fatty acids and the anti-inflammatory effects. Inflammation is really bad for everything, including cancer. The next cancer I want to talk about is stomach or gastric cancer. Now, I was actually surprised about stomach cancer being such a big problem globally. However, based, on the foods we eat these days, obviously I can understand why. It's not a healthy diet we eat. Now, one problem with stomach cancer is that the symptoms for it, such as maybe indigestion or stomach discomfort, are often mild or mistaken for other digestive issues. So there's a delay in diagnosis of the gastric cancer and stomach cancer. Now, risk factors include H. pylori infection, smoking, and certain diets that are high in processed and smoked foods. So, think twice about having that yummy but blackened barbecue meats. Now, foods for stomach cancer: ginger, again, known for its anti-inflammatory effects. Ginger may help reduce stomach inflammation and protect against gastric cancer. Garlic. Garlic contains sulfur compounds that can help reduce risk of stomach cancer by inhibiting the growth of H. pylori, a bacteria linked to stomach cancer. Again, green leafy vegetables, spinach and so forth, they're rich in fiber, antioxidants, folate, which help protect against stomach cancer. Berries, once again, all right, they're high in antioxidants and combat free radicals and reduce cell damage at the stomach. And once again, turmeric, because of the curcumin, the active ingredient, all again because it's a super potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, which can help inhibit cancer cell growth, especially in the stomach. Now we're coming to the top 3 cancers, and liver cancer is the 3rd leading cause of cancer death. Now, your liver, along with your kidneys, but your liver detoxifies and cleanses almost everything that you put in your body. So the more junk you put in it, such as processed foods, drugs, alcohol, and so forth, the more stress on the liver. Now, liver cancer can be very deadly because it's often diagnosed at the advanced stages due to the limited early symptoms. And risk factors include hepatitis infections, oral medications, alcohol, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is on the rise. So keep that in mind. Now, foods for liver cancer: coffee. Studies have suggest that coffee may actually reduce the risk of liver cancer by reducing inflammation and supporting liver health. Green tea is another great drink, again, full of antioxidants that help reduce liver inflammation and protect against cellular damage. Beets, and because beets are rich in betaines and antioxidants that support liver detoxification, reduce oxidative stress. Once again, cruciferous vegetables, Brussels sprouts and cabbage, and that's because the compounds support liver detoxification and they protect against cancer cells. And once again, berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, they're high in antioxidants, which reduce oxidative stress and inflammation and support liver health. The next cancer is colorectal cancer, which is basically the same as colon cancer or rectal cancer, depending on where it originates in the digestive system. It's the 2nd leading cause of cancer deaths. My aunt died from it. Now, it's deadly because it's slow growing and has no real symptoms in the early stages. Now, diet, genetics, and stress are big risk factors. However, the great news is that I believe that colon cancer can almost be completely preventable if you do colonoscopies often, all right, if you have a good diet. Listen, if you do a colonoscopy at an early age, let's say age 40 or maybe 45, and do them every 2 to 5 years, especially if you have a family history, that's really important. If it's caught early, it's totally fixable. Most people start late with the colonoscopies, or they delay them because of the potential discomfort of getting a colonoscopy, or just doing them regularly. They tell you after the age of 50 you do it, and every 10 years. I don't think every 10 years is ideal, even if the medical industry says that's the norm. I suggest you do them early and do them often, because that's at least something you can catch and potentially prevent. Now, what are the best foods for colorectal cancer and colon cancer? Whole grains, such as oats and brown rice and barley and all that, mainly because they're just high in fiber that support digestive health and may lower the risk of colorectal cancer. Just having even fiber supplements is really good. Next, foods are garlic and onions. They contain sulfur compounds that help eliminate carcinogens and reduce tumor formation. Once again, leafy greens such as spinach and so forth. They're packed with fiber, folate, carotenoids. They have protective effects against colorectal cancer. Probiotic-rich foods. Now, this is really important. Things like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut. They support healthy gut microbiome, which is essential for your immune function and can help reduce inflammation. Again, inflammation is a big factor. And finally, legumes such as beans and lentils. Once again, they're high in fiber. They're full of antioxidants. They promote healthy digestion, may lower your risk for colon cancer. And finally, we move to lung cancer, which is the leading cause of death globally. Now, I was a little bit surprised because I never smoke anything, but one major problem with lung cancer is that it's often detected in the late stages, making treatment less effective. And the primary risks are, of course, smoking, but also air pollution. So keep that in mind. I've had, people die of lung cancer in my family. That's because they used to, in the old days, smoke like 2 or 3 packs a day. Now, best foods for lung cancer, turmeric, again, the curcumin, because it has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties that may inhibit lung cancer growth. Once again, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, rich in sulforaphane, which can help protect cells from DNA damage and reduce spread of cancer cells. Green tea is another great tea drink. Why? Because it contains EGCG, which is a potent antioxidant that can help block the growth of cancer cells and prevent tumor blood supply. Ginger, once again, major anti-inflammatory, just like the turmeric curcumin. It also has antioxidant properties. Ginger may help reduce inflammation and which contributes to the lung cancer. Another big factor is oranges and other citrus fruits. Why? Because they're high in vitamin C and other antioxidants that protect the cells from free radical damage and lung cancer. In fact, people who smoke have deficient levels of vitamin C. So just adding a lot more vitamin C, especially if you're a smoker, is really good. All right, so now that I got the 7 cancers done with and the specific foods for each one, let me just summarize the 7 best cancer-fighting foods for you. And let's just start with one of the most popular ones, which is cruciferous vegetables. Again, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. It's really good for cancers such as lung, colorectal, liver, breast, and prostate. Why? They're rich in sulforaphane and indole-3 carbonyl compounds that support detoxification, protect the DNA, and reduce cancer cell growth. Another food, green tea, for the cancers such as lung cancer, liver, stomach, breast, and prostate. Why? As I stated earlier, it contains EGCG, an antioxidant that cuts off blood supply to the tumors and has been shown to inhibit cancer cells growth and reduce inflammation. Again, another problem is inflammation. Berries, like I said, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, have berries all day long. It's very good for lung, stomach, liver, and breast cancer. Why? Because they're high in antioxidants like vitamin C and allergic acid, which protect cells from oxidative stress and inhibit cancer cell spread. Next foods, garlic and onions. They're excellent for colorectal cancer, stomach, and lung cancer. These types of foods contain sulfur compounds that aid in the detoxification, enhance an immune function, and may reduce the risk for various cancers by inhibiting carcinogens, those things that cause cancer. Next food or spice is turmeric. Like I said, curcumin. It's very beneficial for lung, stomach, and liver cancer. I suggest it's good for a lot of different cancers. Now, again, the curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric, has super strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects that help slow cancer cell growth and induce cancer cell death, which is apoptosis. Next food, tomatoes, good for stomach, prostate, and lung cancer because tomatoes contain lycopene, which has been shown to reduce risk of prostate and other cancers by protecting the cells from damaging and inhibiting tumor growth. And finally, one that I mentioned a bunch of times is leafy green vegetables, such as spinach and chard and so forth. They're very good for the colorectal, stomach, and liver cancer. They're high in fiber, folate, antioxidants, and support cellular health, immune function, and detoxification, reducing cancer risk. I believe that these foods make a great foundation for cancer-preventing diet, as their broad spectrum benefits help reduce inflammation, which is a big problem, combat oxidative stress, lower blood sugar, and support the body's natural defenses against cancer. Now, including these foods regularly is a protective way to guard against multiple types of cancers. Don't forget to scroll down to the description area. I put additional links for specifics on other types of cancers or any extra information you want to reduce cancer risk. As always, also, please share this important information with others so they can live a longer and healthier life. Your family, your friends, post it on social media. It's a really important topic. Like I said, we all are dealing with cancer, have dealt with cancer, and hopefully we don't have to deal with our own cancer. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know your questions and comments below. Wishing you a very happy and healthy day.